Welcome back to my single player series. Oh, the shield really goes at like a weird angle when you do that, doesn't it? Anyway, guys, if you saw the last episode, the recording got corrupted and or the video got corrupted like halfway through. And so it's just like freeze frame for the last 30 minutes. Um, which is why it ended up being a half episode. Ooh, I did not mean to get your attention, but it's fine. I don't really have a plan for today. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm in a creative rut, so to speak, where I don't know, I don't feel ready to conquer that yet. And like I want to be ready to conquer that. Okay. But I want to feel ready before I start building the rest of the tree. I also don't have the materials for it. But anyway, so I don't really have a plan today either, which is exactly how last episode was as well. I actually thought about, before I started the episode, I thought about downloading an adventure map and doing that. Which I don't know if you guys would want to see. If you would watch me play an adventure map, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely do it, because I feel like I don't want to say that my single player series is coming to a close, because it's not. I feel like I still have a lot of things to do. I have a creeper farm and all this stuff to make. But it feels like it's kind of slowed down quite a bit, because pretty much all I have left to do is build that in terms of like actual progress. I don't feel like there's much exploration left for me to do. So there's that. I also could play a different game. I have a few that I could start a series on. I can't play some games on a fair few amount of games, actually, I would say, on my MacBook, because Mac and Microsoft games don't like to collaborate. But like I could do Power Wash Simulator or Stardew Valley. So if you want to see me play a different game, let me know that too, because I feel like I remember saying, but if I didn't, I'll reiterate. I don't plan for this to be a single game channel. Like, I don't want it to just be Minecraft. I mean, I'm assuming it'll be primarily Minecraft, but I do want other games to be played as well. There's a few that I would really like to play that I don't know how, because like there's some Switch games that I think would be really fun to record. Like, I've already played the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't really want to do. I think it would have been cool to record, but because I've already played it, I feel like there's kind of like like you wouldn't get my first reaction to everything, which kind of sucks. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. And what are we gonna do today? It's a good question. What if we explore the nether for some netherite? Rather than doing bed mining this time, we'll do some nether exploration. That's kind of another reason I have been like doing less daily uploads recently, is because I just like, it's nice to have daily things come out, but you can only do so much. Like, you can only have so many ideas so quickly. And for the the first 20 episodes, it was no problem, because the first 10 or 11 were just me getting to the end, and that's a lot of piglins. It's a good thing they're not aggroed from the gold farm upstairs, because that would be bad. But no, what was I saying? Right. I just feel like the first like 10 or 11 episodes were. Have I explored this? It looks explored. Yeah, I definitely have. The first 10 or 11 episodes were me getting to the end, and the actual like I mean, the entire game is survival mode. Well, not the entire game, but the like this whole thing is survival mode, so I'm surviving the whole time. But like the first 10 episodes were what I consider to be like the actual survival portion of survival Minecraft, and the rest is more of the creative part. Like when you start building your base and all these things. Uh and so like that's that was really easy for content because I did. The other thing too was I couldn't edit yet, so I just hit record, and once it came around 30 to 40 minutes, I stopped recording, and that was wherever the episode ended was where the episode ended. Um and so like it's a lot easier to do daily uploads and have ideas because one idea would last, a good 3 episodes. I mean, like when I was building uh the Goomba part of my base, I didn't know how to edit yet. And so that portion took 3 episodes to do because yeah, like just because there's no same with the observatory. Like there wasn't any. I couldn't just cut to where not to me building different parts and my commentary. I was just building the whole time and commentating over it. And then when time ran out, time ran out. Um, so that's kind of you know why videos feel a lot less organized now. Because like the other thing too is like right is I have 3 series, technically 4 series, but one is gonna be twice a month after we actually get it figured out, the podcast channel. If you guys haven't seen that, I'm gonna put it on the end screen on all of my single player videos now on, because yesterday was our WDM episode where Doug and I announced our podcast channel that we have uploaded a single video on, and it's called The Beginning of YouTube. Or not, no, Beginner YouTube. Beginning in YouTube? I don't remember what the exact title was. But anyway, that's kind of what it was. And so, um, yeah, that like we have uh, that channel going as well, which editing wise, it doesn't take very much effort, especially because I don't edit it. I don't edit them. Doug does. Well, we're actually going to go to a thing where we each edit one. That's why we're going to do 2 twice a month instead of just once a month like we were originally planning with the podcast series. But we need to come up with games to play, topics to talk about, which if you guys have recommendations for topics, leave them in the comment section, just like all that stuff. Because like I said, editing wise, that's actually the least effort like series that we're doing, because most of it is uncut. We might cut, like say we record an hour and a half of footage, we might cut 15 minutes maybe, depending, like, and that's exaggerating. um but like the actual idea part of it takes a little more effort because you have to come up with the topic, and then the important part is that the game is not, because the main idea behind it is the commentary, not the actual game. The gameplay is just supposed to be more of like background noise, which is ironic because it's visual, not audio. But anyway, it's like background noise basically. So like you need a game like Mario Kart was really good for our first episode, especially because we had Pants, who you know, not going to give any context for that. But Pants, our host, basically was the one who was changing all the races and everything, and so Doug and we could just talk, and Pants would be the one setting up all the races, so we didn't have to even worry about that stuff. Also, I haven't ran into a single Bastion since that one, and I'm kind of getting worried. Not worried, but like annoyed. I am speed. I don't have soul speed on these. Never mind. That was really funny. Just came to a dead halt. I have never seen a Bastion like this. Can you reach me? You can't reach me, right? Oh, they can reach me. I'm just gonna get some blocks to pile up with. But anyway, I was saying, I don't actually remember what I was saying, but basically, I'm missing half of my shots. That's not what I was saying. Oh yeah. But no, so like the importance of the gameplay aspect is finding a game that doesn't take up a lot of our thought process. So like one of the things we could do, which I need to talk to Doug about, is we could either do a replay mod time lapse of us building the gold farm in a Wild Dingus Montania, because we do want one of those eventually. But another thing we could do is just upload it, or we could do both even, but upload it as just the raw footage, and we could have it as like a podcast type thing, and we could upload that on the Greg and Doug channel. Because most of the stuff we do in Wild Dingus Montania is it does take focus. Otherwise, we end up dying. Which I mean, it's funny, but like not preferable. But no, we wish you a Merry Christmas. But yeah, no, I would prefer we didn't die, because that also gives editing me a lot to do for the death counter. Which, as funny as the death counter is, does take a lot of work. Like, I have never realized how much, which part of it is just I'm an amateur editor, but like, also, I have never realized how much work editing is, like editing the death counters and like montage stuff is, until I had to do it myself. I'm gonna get out my chest plate so that I have some more protection. But no, like I never realized that until I had to do it myself. It's a lot of work, and I probably should have found that out. I forgot that I don't have a Elytra on. Sorry, I'm like focused. Okay. But no, yeah. Stuff, things, whatever. Yeah, no. Main point was the death counter takes a lot of time and effort, and I didn't realize it when I watched other people's videos and they do like a death counter type thing or a montage type thing. It's not where I want to be is not where I want to be. This is not where I want to be. This is not where I want to be. Oh, that is definitely not where I want to be. Yeah, like I said, I didn't realize how much effort it was. Ooh, snout banner pattern. Ooh, snout sniffing template. But no, yeah. This is not a good place for me to be commentating because I'm way too focused on not attracting the attention of a horde of piglins. But anyway, whatever, it's fine. Oh, I do actually want chains. I'm gonna just cut. Well, no, I think I'm done with here. I don't want to explore the lower half because that's where I always die. It's in those because they're closed off, and like if you get attacked, you're kind of screwed. I hate these type of not I haven't seen one exactly like this, but I hate these areas of bastions where like they have the little tunnels and everything because they're just so dangerous. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Gameplay, la di da di da. Oh yeah, most of the stuff we do on Wildling is Montania is takes a lot of thought and effort, and so it's not great for as I just showed. When you're doing something that is very dangerous, your focus tends to go immediately into the gameplay and less so the actual commentary. Okay, I just wanted to check and make sure. Hey, wanted to check and make sure my video didn't freeze again. But no, yeah, like the commentary gets pulled away from like the focus on the commentary gets pulled away towards the gameplay. Wow, I am struggling to speak, which is kind of crazy because I actually slept for once. We figured it out, guys. The key to my commentary is actually my lack of sleep. That's not even like a joke, really. I function significantly worse on more sleep than less sleep. And I don't know how that makes sense or how it works. But that is legitimately what happens. Okay. There was my Minecraft launcher said it had to update, and I just wanted to make sure that the update didn't like auto switch it to the regular Minecraft launcher rather than the mods launcher because I like using my Zoom. But no, anyway, like I was saying, there is wither skeleton right there. That's not what I was saying, but hey. Oh, that's actually a good goal to work towards. Is I still want to fight the wither, so that's something we can do whilst we're in here. I'll take 5 diamonds. I'll take another diamond. But no. Yeah. That's why blah 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 commentary takes away from is taken away from the focus on the gameplay. Important to have games that aren't super focus heavy. Yeah, moral of the story. I can't keep a solid train of thought. Which you guys knew already. But no, something like one of the games I really want to play on the podcast channel, which we're still figuring out what we want it to actually be, because like we want it to be kind of more podcast-esque, where it's more about the commentary than the gameplay. But like we also like there's some games where we want to actually like do kind of a review on them. And in that case, we're wondering, so you guys can leave a comment again, telling me what you would prefer. But because like one of the things we were considering is having like doing a let's play of the game on the podcast channel where it is about the gameplay and we commentate on the gameplay, and then after the fact we go through and we say our thoughts on the game and the theming and the effects and all that. Because like one game I really want to talk about is It Takes Two. One, because I played it before and it is a very like Doug and I would have a blast with all the stupid stuff we would do. That's not what I wanted to do. I did not mean to open my inventory. Oops. But no, I'm gonna kill these blaze because they're gonna shoot me. Shoot me while I'm fighting these wither skeletons. But anyway. Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't need that. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Please hold. Oh no. But no, going back to the main topic. Because It Takes Two, I think like Doug and I would definitely get up to some shenanigans and it would make for some great commentary. But the other thing is also the theme of the game would be a really good podcast topic, which is like parents and parent conflict and how it affects kids. But it's probably going to be a while till we actually do that, mainly because just like some personal issues, one, and two, Doug doesn't have the game yet. And I only have it on my Xbox. I'm pretty sure it's on disc too. So, but yeah. So it's a game we're both intending on playing, especially on the podcast channel. But it might be a while. But anyway, that's like kind of an example of some of the stuff we want to do. But like I said, we're also still trying to figure out how we're gonna execute that stuff. Because obviously, like, no, go away. But no, like, there's a couple games that I think we could do pretty well with when it comes to some podcast ideas. But before, we commit to anything, we need to actually, like, him and I need to get together and talk about it. But yeah, so that's that conversation topic over. I don't know what to talk about now. What should I talk about, guys? What should I talk about? I don't wanna go there. Oh, right. The other thing I was saying way before I got sidetracked by the podcast channel. Is I have, like, one of the things that's difficult with coming up with topics is I have 4 series technically going on. And like Wild Thing Spontania is the easiest one to make content for because Doug and I don't plan it. But the thing is, Doug and I also feed off each other very well when it comes to commentary and gameplay. And so, like, with Wild Dingus Mountaina, we can literally get together. Like, we typically what happens is we hop in a Discord call at most like 20 minutes before we start recording, and we're like, hey, what are we doing today? And usually the other says, I have no clue. And then the other one, and then the original one goes, okay, cool, neither do I. And then we're like, well, we could do this. And then we, like, typically the first thing we say is like, okay, that works. Like, we'll figure it out as we go. But like with Sturbo, she isn't in content creation like Doug and I both are. And like that is like, even with as little as I've done, just kind of the mindset of wanting to get into content creation gets like, makes you very like good at improv and like just working with it. Which she like I said, she's not in, which means that like with her series, her and my series, we typically have to come up with a legitimate like plan to do in the episode, which I'm not a big fan of, because I have found that I can make plans, but when it comes to following said plan, bit of a different story. Oh, hi, Mark. There's definitely stuff down there, but I'm too scared to go. Oh, I need to get more rockets, which is good too, because I need to empty out my inventory as well. So we're gonna do that first. Bam. Uh-huh. This is really weird because I'm looking down, and so if you look in that little corner, it kind of looks like the piglins are walking on the wall. Maybe that's just me, but that's what it looks like, in my opinion. But no, what was I saying? Right. Where the heck did you come from? Oh, there's a gold block right there. They did not pull off that angle correctly. Oh, there was that guy too. Oh no, it's gone. I have a gold farm, so I really don't need the gold blocks, but it's just too tempting. Anyway, back to what I was saying, which is that the Sturbo series takes a lot more effort because, like I said, she doesn't just like improv. Like she doesn't have the improvisational skills. It's not even necessarily that she doesn't have. It's more. It's the like the commentary skills is a big thing, and the single player this series is also really hard because I don't have anyone to feed off. The only person I have to feed off is my own stupid self, which like sometimes is really funny because sometimes I make an absolute fool of myself, and then I can be like, hey, look at this dude, he's an idiot. But other times I am unfortunately competent, which you wouldn't think is unfortunate, but when you're trying to make content, it's kind of nice sometimes when you're a buffoon, because then you have more stuff to commentate on and to laugh at. uh, so like the single player series is also. Oh no no no! I hear a lot of angry piglins, but no. As I was saying, I have no one to feed off of, which makes it a lot more difficult. Uh, and so like that's why the single player series has kind of been suffering. Is like I said, I just have I don't want to say too many things going on because I don't have like an unmanageable amount of things going on, but it's a lot of thinking involved in all of the things that I do have going on. Which makes it, kind of difficult to come up with things because a lot of my brain power is trying to come up with things. But yeah, so like, ooh, we got a single ancient debris so far. That's really great. I don't know if I'm going to use Gilded Blackstone for anything, but it's a really nice looking block. So, and the only place you can get it is in a Bastion Remnant. They can't get up here, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna not do that again. We're gonna skip out on those again, because like I said before, I really don't like them. They're extremely dangerous. We're at 32 minutes. I'm gonna do some editing, but not a whole lot. So I'm trying to think. Maybe stop at 45 minutes, probably. I might actually even just cut out this part, which means you guys won't hear it. Mm-hmm. But no, like, moral of the story here is just I have a lot of projects going on at once, and the single player series is the hardest to kind of adapt, like, because like with Wild Things Spontania and Saturdays with Sturbo and all that, I have another person, and so like if I can't come up with anything, then usually either they can come up with something or together we can come up with something. Whereas with the single player series, it's the hardest to kind of adapt to because like with all the other stuff going on, if I can't come up with something, I'm the only one here. Like, well, I mean, I don't have a face cam, but I just gestured around my room. There's no one else here. Sometimes my parents will walk in, which is kind of annoying, but because then now I can edit, so it's not as annoying. It was more annoying when I couldn't edit because then I had to try and figure out what like how to work around that. Because I mean, if I have a conversation with my parents, I don't want to just be, in the video. NVIDIA. Uh, but yeah, like I don't want to just in the video. So like, but otherwise, it's just me in terms of the actual content, which means I can't rely on anyone else to like save my butt if I don't come up with an idea for the episode. I'm just on my own, which is fine. I mean, the nice thing about it is like both Doug and Sturbo have very busy schedules. and like very unpredictable schedules as well. And so like when it comes to recording with them, we like right now, I am after this week, I don't have any more backed up content. Like we recorded a few episodes ahead for Wild Dingus Montania and a few episodes ahead for Saturdays with Sturbo to like because their school just started back up. Um and like, it's college. It's there's there's not a whole lot of predictability to like, hey, is our teacher gonna give us a butt ton of homework? Or are we gonna have a relatively easy day or week or whatever? And so there for the first week back, we decided to record a couple videos ahead over winter break, so that if their schedules ended up being busy, which they have been, which is why Doug hasn't uploaded his Wildling Spontanea episode yet. Um, uh, uh, in the case that they were busy, we still had content to upload. This is a really weird blaze area. Anyway, and so like right now I don't have any more pre-recorded stuff, which means that like between now and Wednesday, Doug and I need to find some time to record together. Which is like kind of a pain because I don't have a crazy busy schedule, but I do have things pop up unexpectedly. And like where his schedule is more just I'm either like he's either busy or he's not. Mine's kind of the opposite. It's like I'm usually not busy, but if I am busy, like it's typically something I can't avoid. Which not to say that his isn't either because it's school, but like his schoolwork, he decides when he does the schoolwork for the most part. He can't decide when he's assigned the schoolwork, but he decides when he actually does it. My stuff is typically externally is usually external. So I can't just like it's not I can't just be like, "Oh, well, if I had, done this doctor's appointment 2 days earlier instead of putting it off, then I would have been like no, I had like the appointment's made. I can't just the appointment is when the appointment is. Or like I need to get my car worked on. I scheduled it for this day. It just happened to also end up being the same day that Doug is available, which means that I'm busy and he isn't. I can't reschedule my car appointment very easily. Like, I mean, I can, but it's a pain. And so like it's most of that stuff, which makes it kind of hard for us to record. Which worst case, like we end up doing what we had to do at one point where Doug was too busy to edit. I think that was for episode 5, and we just didn't upload a video for a week, which isn't the end of the world. But like I try to keep a consistent schedule, like upload, like at least. Which I mean, I have my single player series, so it's not like I said, it's not the end of the world. In fact, it probably affects him more than me because he has an inconsistent upload schedule, and that can really affect your YouTube growth. Although his WDM episodes seem to be doing a whole lot, not a whole lot, but like they're doing better than mine, which I don't. That sounded kind of jealous. I'm not jealous of him by any means. I'm happy for him. Like both of us really enjoy this content setting, and we love doing those videos. So I'm happy that he's doing his videos are doing well. I don't want it to. I feel like when I said that, it kind of came off as like, oh, his videos are doing well and mine aren't. That's not at all how I mean it. Um, like it's his videos, but it's also still like him and my series. It's our series. So the fact that it's getting that much traction at all is just like, thank you guys so much. And I don't know how many people from his videos watch my single player series, but if you are from his single player series or his videos and you're watching my single, like, seriously, thank you guys so much. If you wanted to check out my videos as well, it would be appreciated. No, I mean, it would be appreciated, but like, in all seriousness, don't, like, that's not the point of this. Can you, like, okay, I was like, I don't want you to sweeping edge that guy. We're at 2 wither skeleton skulls, and I think I have another because I didn't get spooky scary skeleton when I picked up my first skull, which means that I already have one. I don't know where it is, but it means I have one. But no, like, him putting off, or him not putting off, he never puts off the videos. But like him being too busy, like I said, it affects him really more than it affects me. Because I have other content still going up in the meantime, whereas he doesn't. He has his Splatoon series, which I constantly kind of poke fun at him for, because he says he's a Splatoon YouTuber, and I'm like, and yet your videos that perform the best are your multiplayer Minecraft series. Oh, just a sec, guys. But no, I find it funny that is the case. Also, it's kind of funny to me because he typically disses on me for my lack of technology knowledge. That's kind of a fun thing to say. Technology knowledge, technology knowledge, technology knowledge. He usually disses on me in his Octo expansion episodes. And so it's like, hey, they don't do as well. You're making fun of me. They're not doing as well. I don't actually. I want his videos to do well. It's like a funny, not a real. It's not actually what I think. It's more of a funny comment. But no, I like I say, my content is, I have other content going up if we miss a WDM episode. And he doesn't. His only 2 series are his Octo expansion and WDM. And his Octo expansion videos are wildly inconsistent. Like, so far, WDM has only missed 1 week. Like, it was delayed for a week. His Octo expansion videos have come out randomly. I don't think he has a schedule. It's just whenever he gets them edited and recorded and all that. So like, it affects him more than me when he can't upload a WDM episode. But like, it's still somewhat of a worry to me. Was the moral of the story here. Saturdays with Turbo is a different story. Cause that, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. One, so it doesn't sound like I'm being mean, because I'm not. Or not, that's not my intention. But 2, also, so I'm giving an accurate description of what it feels like. My single player series has, like, always felt and still feels like a video journal. It's showing my progress and my videos quality getting better, sometimes worse. The past 2 episodes have been worse in my opinion. Because they're just so unorganized. And like my commentary skills kind of developing. It's a lot more about my progress in content creation. my videos with Sturbo feel to me a lot more like I'm playing Minecraft with my friend and also recording at the same time. Like, it doesn't feel like, it feels like if someone, like if you were just playing with your friend on Minecraft, no intention of recording or anything, and someone was recording and you didn't know it, basically. Like, it feels kind of more like an actual reality TV. Because reality TV, they know they're being recorded, and so they play it up a bit, obviously. But like a legitimate, what you would think reality TV is, um, where like, okay, I was gonna say, is this the one I've already been to? But it isn't. It is not. Holy nuggets, dude! I haven't even moved my aiming at all. I just keep it. They just walk into the arrows. Ah, man, first miss. But like me and Sturbo, it feels a lot more uh what was I saying? Uh yeah, it feels a lot more like we're just playing Minecraft and someone decided to record without us knowing. Because like when I play Minecraft before I was recording, playing Minecraft with my friends is a lot more like my and Sturbo's videos. It's more like, oh, we're just playing the game and talking to each other, and like there's no external concern, or not, I don't know. Like we're just, it's just us two in the game, basically, or however many are playing. Whereas Doug and I, actually, whenever we've played together, it's always been like, why aren't we recording this? Like, his and my dynamic is just so well built for making content out of. Uh and so like that's kind of why we started recording together. Well, recording together, because he was recording content before I was. That's why in my, I think that's why his videos are a lot better, like quality in terms of editing and stuff. Whereas I feel like my videos are more content based. Oh boy. No, 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 no. No, thank you. Um like his feel more like a YouTuber, like a professional YouTuber making a video, whereas mine, I feel like, feels more like what it is, which is two friends making a YouTube video together, if that makes sense. Um I was trying to explain how it feels to me, but like I think that captures it in the best sense. Uh but like, um lost my train of thought. Anyway, I thought he could reach me, and I was really worried because I also couldn't tell what kind of pig. I couldn't tell if he was a brute or not. Um, but no, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. I don't really need this, but I'll take it. Uh, blah blah blah. Some. Video. Oh yeah. Me and Doug. It's. Oh, I'm at like 50 minutes. I was gonna stop 5 minutes ago. I'm doing great. Excuse me. I wonder how that sounds on the playback. Is it gonna sound like my speakers are blown again? um I think part of the reason it sounded like my speakers were blown was also because I was using my headset mic, which I found out, by the way, guys, that Astro headsets, as amazing as they are, you know, super expensive headset, it comes with a $15 headset microphone. So I think that's part of the reason it sounded like my speakers were blown, is because the microphone couldn't actually handle the decibels of that sneeze, which is valid. So we'll find out if my new microphone could handle it. Anyway, yeah, no, like Doug and I, it's always felt a lot more like we were two friends who, like, even before we were recording, like, we're playing Minecraft together, and then we're like, we're freaking. This sounds egotistical, but it's just true. And you guys obviously agree, because WDM is my best performing series as well. But it's like, we're freaking hilarious. We should be recording this. Which is why we are now. But no, which is like, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You can't get over here, right? Yeah, you can't get over here. um Hi there. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. Whereas with Turbo, like I said, it feels like we're two friends playing Minecraft and someone decided to hit record. Which is why, like, I think that's one of the reasons why WDM does so well, is because it's very natural. Like, it isn't like the thing with my single player series is, whenever I've played Minecraft on my own, I have always been like, I'm gonna play for hours on end and get a bunch of work done while I listen to a podcast or something, or watch a YouTube video or a TV series in the background. Which, if I'm recording, I can't exactly do. And so my single player series, I struggle a lot more with the commentary and everything aspect of it, because it's not as natural for me. It doesn't come naturally. Which I don't know if you guys can tell or not. If you can't, great, because I feel like I'm doing an awful job. But I also have like imposter syndrome, so which Doug and I have talked about in an episode. Might have been the podcast episode. But anyway, like, blah blah blah, points making, trying to remember. But no, like, my single player Minecraft has always been, for me, like, it's just me. I'm not, which, I mean, I feel like most people play single player Minecraft like that. But like, once you start recording content, you need to not, because it's not just you, it's the viewers. But I mean, when you're recording it, it is just you, which is always kind of a weird thing, because like, you're essentially pretending like there's someone you're talking. Well, you are talking to someone, but like, you're essentially pretending like someone is actually there. whether like in the room with you, or is it in the room with us? But no, like you're pretending someone is there with you, whether on Discord or in the room, or like you're pretending like you're talking to someone live in the moment, which isn't actually how it works. What you're actually doing is you're talking to people in the future, technically. Um, which is like a weird concept, but that is exactly what you're doing, is you're talking to people in the future. I'm gonna get rid of we'll get rid of blaze rods. I have plenty. Um, like that's really more of what you're doing, is talking to people in the future. So you don't have sorry. uh you don't have like that second person to feed off of, because while you are technically, like, I'm talking to you guys, but you guys can't talk to me live, which is why I am considering starting live streaming. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly with it, but I don't even know what I'm gonna do it on. I could do it on Twitch. I don't really know how to do it either. So there's a lot of obstacles to me live streaming at the moment, but it is something I've been thinking about doing, because I do think it would be kind of cool to talk to you guys live. I don't even know how many of you would be able to watch live, because I have a semi-erratic schedule as to when I actually record. There have been times where I have recorded at 4 in the morning, which I'm hoping. Well, I mean, I do have different times and stuff, but I'm hoping most of you guys, unlike me, have a healthy sleep schedule and are asleep when I am recording those episodes. So when I live stream, I don't know how many people, especially because I don't have any followers on Twitch, because I don't do anything on Twitch. So like, if I live streamed, I would have to actually yeah, like there would probably be nobody there. So it'd probably be exactly like when I record. But we're coming up on an hour now. Okay, I need to wrap this episode up. So I'm gonna land on a tree and finish what I was, or I'm gonna do this. I'll do this bastion afterwards. But anyway, what I was saying though is, like, single player, it's weird. You're not talking to anyone. So I think I might do live streaming. I think it'd be fun to talk to you guys live. I need to figure that out. Blah 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 blah. But that's gonna wrap up this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know the episodes recently have been a little all over the place, very unorganized. I'm hoping to kind of figure that out. Because like my plan was to build. Excuse me. My plan was to build the rest of my base, but at this point, I feel like I'm forcing myself to do it, which I think is going to be awful for me. I think it's going to be kind of bad for you guys, because I feel like you guys are going to be like, oh, this doesn't. Because typically when I'm building, it's when I'm actually ready to build and I'm intending on building. And so it's very natural and I'm in my element and I'm very excited about it. Whereas right now, I feel like I'm just dreading it. And so I want to actually be ready to build, so that both the viewing quality and the quality, the experience for me, the viewing experience and the building experience and recording experience are both better for your sake and my sake. So I don't know when that's actually going to happen. It's whenever I get out of this creative rut that I've been in. But if not, I'm hoping to actually have a plan for the next episode. Let me know if you guys want me to do an adventure map or something, take a break from the single player series, because I've kind of been thinking about doing that, playing a different game, and then I'll come back to it later. This definitely isn't the end of the single player series. Like, by no means. I have a lot of plans for it. But all of those plans require me to finish building the tree first. Because it's like the iron farm and the creeper farm and stuff like that. And I want to incorporate that into my main base build. But the build is going upwards, which means I have to finish this section of the base before I can do any of those next steps. So let me know what you guys think. If you've even reached the end of the episode, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.